Hey guys, Omni here. We have our first official trailer for the live action Tom and Jerry movie. We've heard about this a long time ago. However, it's not completely live action, so we're not seeing a real cat and a real mouse chasing each other and beating each other up. This is more like, and this is the way they described it originally when they announced it. Yet, I've still heard it called live action Tom and Jerry. But it's more like, I would say, Roger Rabbit, because Tom and Jerry themselves are still done in a more classic kind of animation. They're not like computer generated like we've seen like the Smurfs and stuff like that, those types of movies. They're animated still like they are kind of a hand-drawn cartoon, though with some digital trickery, obviously. And they're going to be imposed and living in a live action world. I grew up watching the show almost on the daily. Loved it to death. Always cracked up. Always loved it. My first cat was actually named Tom because of this show. No, brilliant, right? So smart, so original. I did have a rabbit named Bugs, but anyway, I don't know. We'll check it out. I'm curious to see how this is going to play and how it really will carry and vary from what we've seen of other adaptations done in this vein, because I'm honestly surprised that they didn't go like the Scoob route and go with like a fully CGI animated feature. So let's give it a go.
After a lifetime of being the world's most famous enemies,
He's using a real suitcase,
are about to start over.
real backpack.
In the big city.
Okay.
This hotel has been host to 4 presidents, 3 popes, 2 kings, and we're about
Michael
to host
Peña.
the wedding of the century.
Do you think you're
What?
qualified to take on this position?
I shine under pressure, like a diamond. Or Rihanna.
One other thing,
Weird.
we have a mouse problem.
With the what now? I'll catch it, sir.
Everybody gonna shine. I was born like this, don't even gotta try.
Oh, wow, this is so detailed. We could hire an exterminator, or we can leverage.
I mean, there's
millions
animated
of years
elements,
of predatory evolution.
elephants too. Huh. Say like hire Tom to take him out.
For picture
Okay, that was
stars,
classic.
Tweet it out to Instabook Face or TikTok. We will be ruined.
No, sir, that's not gonna happen. It's toast.
This is a weird blend.
Will not let this hotel be ruined by a cat and a mouse. He's toying with us.
Like, is there going to be an acknowledgement that they're not a real cat and
I
mouse,
think I might have just pulled this off.
or just animals in this world animated? Because that seems to be the case. They had the elephants, the pigeons, now Tom and Jerry. Every ant. The Batwing. With the moon. Okay, that was kind of cute. I kind of like that. Of course, we have the modern references like Instagram, TikTok, and all of that thrown in there. Of course, Rihanna, and then you know the deal. But I feel like the parts of it that were very centered on Tom and Jerry felt like really, really accurate and authentic Tom and Jerry, despite the updated animation, which is like these weird, like, I don't know what like the style or the animation, like it reminds me of something that's like kind of like cell shaded, but they're clearly like 3-dimensional with this like filter on them. I don't know. I'm not a designer or whatever, but I like the aesthetic of it. Again, it begs the question, are they animated, or is that just are just all animals in this reality animated? Because we saw, like I said, we saw the elephants, the pigeons, the cat Tom, the mouse Jerry. If there was, I think honestly there was a fish on one of those shots in a like a fish bowl that was also animated. Animals just animated in this universe? Is that going to be referenced? Is that just going to be something we just kind of like wave away in part of the mystique? But when it comes down to the slapstick, though, like it honestly did bring me back a little bit. It felt, like I said, authentic. I like and fluid. Like the animation was very top notch on it. Again, it makes me wonder if this would be better done or better suited in a completely animated film. I don't know. Always blending like these CGI or animated characters with live elements and live actors. It's hard to kind of make it all kind of mesh and feel natural. I think it's just like something in your brain just kind of like makes you disconnect. Though I never had that problem with Roger Rabbit, though. I think that was like mastercraft on how to do that, because they set up this world where Toons and people lived simultaneously. And I don't know, there's something about the way they handled it that made that world feel really lived in and believable, where stuff like this later, it just always feels like a little weird when it doesn't mesh that way. And I think it's just because the world's not set up to have you connect with it in that way. But if all the animals in this version of Earth are all animated, maybe that'll help ease that tension in our brains. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be something I'm going to jump to catch or check out. But looks harmless, looks interesting. I was definitely intrigued to see what kind of direction they were going to go with how this was described in the past. So, what did you guys think? Did you grow up on Tom and Jerry? Do you think this day and age can handle the level of violence and slapstick that is necessary to do justice to a Tom and Jerry movie? I don't know. We'll find out. What were your guys' thoughts on the trailer? Sound off the comments. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everybody.